Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are beginning our new project, the 1979 NL East race between the Pirates and the Expos. Pirates ended up with 98 wins and the East Championship. The Expos fell short by 3 games. However, from September 17th until September 30th, the Pirates and the Expos played each other 6 times. And it came down to a 4-game series in Pittsburgh where the Pirates took 3 out of 4. So let us go ahead and we're going to play each game played in order by the Expos and by the Pirates for the remainder of the season. So we'll have 26 games. The players are where they belong. The Pirates, Doc Ellis, got moved to the Mets because the Mets play 4 games, I think, against the Expos. Any players that were not carded. Now, for the Mets and the Expos and the Pirates, I'm able to use my Diamond Gem set from the 70s. It's more of a complete team. For the other 4 teams that these 2 played, the Phillies, the Mets, the Cardinals, and the Cubs, I'm using my original 1979 set, only 20 players per, so I went through all the lineups, all the games, and anybody who made an appearance, I carded them. I used the strat-o-matic blank cards and hand wrote and crossed stuff out to get it as close as I could. They would be a very small sample, so probably would not be used that much anyway, but I wanted to have them available. I'm going to do it as played, so I'm using the Ron Bow score sheets from Baseball simresearch.com. Check it out. Very comprehensive website. Baseball Sim Research, all one word.com. Check it out. We're using Strat-o-matic Basic Baseball. And just giving the little intro here. So that's the only time you're going to be put off before the game. Guys, let's get some baseball going. Let's get to our starting lineups. It is Monday, September 17th, 1979. At this point, the Expos are 87 and 57. The Pirates are 88 and 58. Neck and neck. Playing 2 games in Montreal. This is the first game. We have the visiting Pirates, Omar Moreno batting first, Tim Foley batting second. Right fielder Dave Parker batting third. Willie Stargell, first baseman, cleanup. John Milner starting in left, batting fifth. Bill Madlock, third baseman, batting sixth. Ed Ott, catcher, batting seventh. Phil Garner, he is playing second. He'll bat eighth. And on the hill, starting for the Pirates, Don Robinson will bat ninth. For the home team Expos, leadoff is going to be left fielder Warren Cromartie. Dave Cash, second base. He'll bat second. Andre Dawson is batting third from center field. Tony Perez, cleanup. He's first baseman. Gary Carter batting fifth, catcher. We have right fielder Ellis Valentine batting sixth. Larry Parrish batting seventh. He's third base. Rodney Scott is playing shortstop, batting eighth. And batting ninth, starting for the Expos, Steve Rogers. So let us go ahead, play some baseball. One more thing before we start, because I like the way I did it last night better, having everything already out. Yeah, that way I just a little less in between innings. Alrighty, so there we go. We are set to go. Top of the first. Steve Rogers out on the hill. He will be facing top of the Pirates battery in Omar Moreno, Tim Foley, Dave Parker. All right, Steve Rogers with the pitch. That'll be a 1-5 leadoff single for Moreno. Carter makes that a minus. I didn't write down the ratings, and I should have done that. So I'm going to have to do that with each batter as they come up. Center field 2, 17A. All right. So Foley shortstop 3, 12C. Carter's a 1, makes it a -4. So that's going to be a 1-13. Moreno is going to go for second, and he's going to get it. Stolen base. Tim Foley now at the plate. Steve Rogers is set. That is going to be a 1-8, and that's a hard ground ball hit to third base. No problem over there for Larry Parrish. Checks Marino, gets it over to Perez for out number 1. 5-3. Next is Dave Parker, right field 1, 16A, comes to the plate. Steve Rogers is set. Here comes the pitch. 4-6, and that's going to be a walk for the Cobra. 2 on, 1 out. Steve Rogers facing Willie Stargell. Double play can end the inning. 1-5, and that's a base hit for Stargell. Parker to second, Marino to third. He is going to head for home. 1-17. He's going to score. Pops with an RBI single, top of the first. Minute first and second, 1 out, 1-0 Pirates. John Milner at the plate, 2-6. Draws a walk to load the bases with 1 out. And Dick Williams is looking a little nervous in the dugout. Hollers some encouragement to Rogers, or maybe a threat. Loaded bases, move him around. Madlock at the plate, 1-6. Really low on that split. Hard liner to third, snagged over there by Larry Parrish. That's going to be out number 2. I can see him if I put him there. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. All right, Bill Madlock at the plate. Nope, that was that. Ed Ott is at the plate. Rogers is set, bases loaded. 3-7, and that's going to be a hard ground ball hit to Parrish at third. Fires it over to Perez. Out number 3. The Pirates score 1 in the top of the first. And there's your score, 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first inning. You go there. I didn't write their ratings. Give me a moment, folks. I'm going to have to do that. Really should have done this first. Third base, he is a 3. 16A. Ott is a 3. 12E. Sorry about this. I always forget one thing, but this time, starting a new project, a brand new project, I forgot a big thing. I was like, yeah, score sheets, they're already done. No, they're not. 8E. Let's see. Where's Phil Garner? Oh, there he is. Phil Garner, second base, 2. He is 16B. And Robinson is a 2. We'll call him 10E. Alrighty. Let's see if I can remember to do the Expos as we go. Robinson is set. Bottom of the first, he will face Warren Cromartie, Dave Cash, Andre Dawson. Cromartie is set. Move these over here, and then I can see the defensive stuff. Here's the pitch. Cromartie, 3-7. High on the split. That's a leadoff single for the left fielder, Dave Cash. Cromartie is 3-14C. Come on, Dippy-Doo. Dave Cash at the plate. Don Robinson is set. Rocks, he fires, and that will be a 2-11. Liner hit hard to third. Madlock is all over it. That is 1 out, 1 on, 1-0 ball game. Bottom of the first, Andre Dawson comes up. 2-16A, and Don Robinson is set. Here comes the pitch. 1-4. Pops it up on the left side of the infield. Bill Madlock gets underneath it. Makes the catch. That is out number 2. Tony Perez comes to the plate. Don Robinson is set. 2 out. Warren Cromartie on first. Here's the pitch. 1-9. Hard fly ball hit to center field. Omar Moreno gets underneath it. He's going to make that catch and end the inning. And while I've got him there, let me finish these guys out real quick, and then we can really fly through some baseball. 2-16C. Parrish is a 2. 12D. Scott is a shortstop, 317A. And that puts Steve Rogers as a 210E. Alrighty. So that is 1-0 your score. We go to the, just mixed the whole thing up. Are you serious? There we go. Come here, Don Robinson. Where have you gone, Don Robinson? Alrighty, here we go. The top of the second. Phil Garner and Don Robinson and Omar Moreno set to bat in this inning. Steve Rogers is set. Here comes the windup. The pitch, 1-5, and that'll be a hard ground ball hit to short, fielded by Rodney Scott. Gets it over to Tony Perez. That's one away. Don Robinson at the plate, using a number 3 batting card. 4-3. Chubler down to first base line. Perez gets it, and he is able to force Robinson at the plate. That is 2 outs. Omar Moreno now coming up. The windup, the pitch, 5-4 hard ground ball hit to Parrish at third. 2 with a 12, and he is unable to cleanly field that. That's going to be an error on Parrish. Boffo, Parrish, bad Parrish. Moreno is on base, 2 outs. Takes the lead, but he's not going to steal. It doesn't look like. Rogers pitching to Tim Foley. Crazy Horse, 5-9, strikes him out. Swinging at the knee cheese. So that will take us to the bottom of the second inning. Gary Carter, Ellis Valentine, and Larry Parrish due up against Don Robinson. In real life, you'll notice up here in the corner, Pittsburgh won this game 2-1. Out hit the Expos 11-6 while committing an error. So we shall see how this game compares. Robinson went the distance. Woody Fryman pinch relief for Steve Rogers at one point later in the game. Not a lot of lineup changes in this one. Gary Carter is set, 3-8, and that's a base hit for the catcher. Carter is on first. Ellis Valentine at the plate. Robinson is set. The pitch, 3-7. Hard ground ball hit to third base. Madlock cleanly fields that, fires it to Garner, who makes the turnover to Stargell. 5-4-3 double play for those of you scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. You. Yeah, you. You. Brings up Larry Parrish, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Robinson with a pitch, 6-8, and that's low on that split, so that is an inning extending base hit. Larry Parrish is on first. Rodney Scott at the plate, 238 batter during the regular season. 2-3, and that'll be a walk. He works the count. Moves Parrish along to second base, and that's going to bring Steve Rogers to the plate, hitting with a number 2 hitter card. Here comes the pitch from Robinson, 2-7, and that'll be a strikeout to end the inning. Doesn't it always figure the pitcher comes up with 2 outs and runners on base? I don't know how that happens. Maybe it happens more often than I think, because when I see it happen, I'm like, it figures. Alrighty, so that probably means it doesn't happen nearly as much. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Pittsburgh. Dave Parker leading off, to be followed by Stargell and Milner. Rogers facing the heart of the Steelers. Steelers pitchers. Pirates battery. Here goes Rogers, 3-10. Yeah, I can talk. Parker takes a walk, his second of the game. Carter brings him down to a 1-11. He is not going to try to steal in this situation. They got a lead. Stargell can pop him around. Here's the pitch. 1-8. Nope. Hard ground ball hits a shortstop. That one is fielded by Rodney Scott. Gets it to Dave Cash. Makes the turn on over to Perez for the 6-4-3. 2 down on the Pirates in the top of the third. John Milner comes to the plate. Rogers is set. He rocks and fires. And that 3-1 is a little bit high, and Milner did not chase it. It's his second walk of the game. Runner on with 2 outs, 1-0 ball game, top of the third. Bill Madlock at the plate, and that is a strikeout by Rogers. Gets out of the inning. No runs scored since the top of the first. Omar Marino on Willie Stargell's 1-out single. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Don Robinson has gone through the Expos order once so far. And now we go back to the top of the order with Warren Cromartie, Dave Cash, and Andre Dawson. Cromartie is set. Robinson with a pitch. 3-8. Pops it up in the middle of the infield. Phil Garner gets underneath it. Makes the catch. That is 1 out. Dave Cash now comes to the plate, the second baseman. Robinson with a pitch. 1-10. And that is a base hit for Dave Cash. He is on safely, the former Pirate. And get back up there. Andre Dawson, the Hawk. 1 on, 1 out. Robinson is set. Here comes the pitch. 6-8. That's a fly ball to right field. Dave Parker racing for it over near the foul line. Makes the catch on the run. Cash retreats back to first. That'll be 2 outs, and Tony Perez comes up. Robinson is set. 2-7. And that is a strikeout for Robinson. That is his second. So that puts down the Expos here in the third. 1-0 is your score. We go to the top of the fourth. And Steve Rogers will face the bottom of the Pirates order in Ed Ott, Phil Garner, and Don Robinson. Rogers is set to go. Ed Ott strides up to the plate. Expos are ready. Rogers with the pitch. 4-7, low on the split. Hard liner up the middle, and Cash gets his glove on that. Makes the catch. Saves the base hit. 1 away. Phil Garner now at the plate. Rogers with the pitch. 5-2, fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson settles underneath it. He's got a couple of seconds to make sure he's got a good catch. That is 2 away, and that brings us to Don Robinson. 2 outs. Rogers with the pitch. 4-7, high on the split. Robinson with a single. Off Rogers' card brings us to Omar Marino. He is 1 of 2 with a run scored and a stolen base. Reached on an error. 2-11, hard liner up the middle. Nope. Dave Cash grabs that one as well, and that's going to put the Pirates out of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the inning. 1-0 your score. And Don Robinson still going strong for the Pirates. There, I got it right that time. See, I can talk. Gary Carter, and he'll be followed by Ellis Valentine and Larry Parrish. Pretty strong lower middle order there for the Expos. Carter is set. Robinson's pitch. 2-7, fly ball. This a long one going back, being chased by John Milner. Milner gets underneath it and makes the catch. Another 10 feet, that might have been out of here. Ellis Valentine now at the plate. Don Robinson is set. The pitch. 6-4, hard ground ball hit to Foley at short. He is a 3 with a 13, and Foley one hops at the Stargell. Got a really bad throw off. They're going to charge a throwing error on Tim Foley on that one. Error Foley. Bafo Foley. Bad Foley. Larry Parrish now at the plate. Man on. 1-0 score. Bottom of the fourth. 2-7, and that is a double for Parrish. Ellis Valentine rounding third with a 116, and he makes it in. We have a 1-1 ball game, unearned run, but the score is 1-1 with Larry Parrish standing on second base with 1 out. Expos have tied it up. Rodney Scott now at the plate. Here's the pitch from Robinson. 2-11, hard ground ball hit to second. Garner is able to check Parrish at second. Fire over to Stargell for out number 2, which brings Steve Rogers to the plate. Robinson with a pitch. 5-5, and Ed Ott frames that pitch wonderfully. That is strike 3. However, those Expos, they do score a run. We are tied at 1 after 4 full innings of play. That goes right there. All right, there's your score, 1-1. Steve Rogers is set to face the Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tim Foley, Dave Parker, Willie Stargell facing the heart of the order here. Foley is going to lead the inning off. Steve Rogers. 4-10 fly ball to center field. This one is being chased by Andre Dawson. A 2 with a 19. And he gets underneath it, makes the catch. Relays the ball back in. 1 away. Dave Parker now at the plate. He is set. Steve Rogers. The pitch, 4-9, and Parker laces a base hit. 3rd trip to first base in this game so far. Willie Stargell at the plate. He's doing his left-handed warm-up where he snatches the bat down, comes back up, kicks his wrist forward, and keeps doing that weird thing before he wheels it around a couple of times and shoulders it. Steve Rogers is set. Here's the pitch. 4-7, low on the split hardliner up the middle. Cash gets his glove on it. That's going to be 2 away. Parker gets back to first. No play there. Milner to the plate. He's walked twice. Rogers, 4-8. Milner pops it up to the center of the infield. Rodney Scott calls off Dave Cash. That's going to be out number 3. No runs in the top of the 5th. The game is official. We go to the bottom of the inning. Don Robinson will face the top of the Expos order, and Warren Cromartie, Dave Cash, and Andre Dawson, the Hawk. Move you over a little bit there, Mr. Cromartie. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alrighty, here we go. Robinson is set. The pitch, 4-10, fly ball to center field. Omar Marino, the Gazelle, gets underneath it and makes the catch. That is 1 away. Good pitcher's duel we got going here. Dave Cash. Robinson with the pitch. 4-5. Another fly ball. This one a line drive, and Marino on his horse makes a sliding catch. Cash thought he had that one fall in, but nope, Marino was there. He's showing his speed. That is out number 2. Andre Dawson comes to the plate. 4-8. And that's a strikeout by Robinson, his 4th of the game. And 1, 2, 3, the Expos are retired in order. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Your score is 1-1. Steve Rogers coming back out on the mound. He will face 6, 7, 8 for the Pirates in Madlock, Ott, and Garner. Bill Madlock, 3-5 hard ground ball hit to shortstop. That is fielded cleanly by Rodney Scott. Gets it over to Tony Perez. 1 away. Ed Ott. A pitch, 4-3, and that is going to be a hard ground ball hit to first. Tony Perez is there, and he is able to beat Ott to the plate, so that is going to be out number 2. Heard to me while there might be a little, so I need to kill that. That's better. That should speed things up a little better. Okay, cool. So Ott is retired. 2 away. Phil Garner comes to the plate. Steve Rogers, the pitch. 1-3 hard ground ball hit to short. Scott scoops it up, fires it over to Perez. Out number 3. So after 5.5 innings of play, it is tied at 1. Your scoring so far, top of the 1st. Omar Marino leads off with a single and steals a base. Then after a ground out by Tim Foley and a walk by Dave Parker, Stargell singles him in. And then we go to the bottom of the 4th. They did not get a run there. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and with 1 out, Ellis Valentine reaches first on a Tim Foley throwing error. Larry Parrish follows him and doubles him in. So your score is 1-1. And we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Don Robinson still going. Tony Perez is leading the inning off, and he will be followed by Gary Carter and Ellis Valentine. Here is the pitch from Robinson, 1-7, and this is hit right over Stargell's head into right field. So that is a single for Tony Perez. Gary Carter comes up to the plate. Robinson with the pitch, 1-4 hard ground ball hit to third base, fielded cleanly over there by Madlock. Gets it to Garner, but Garner not enough time. Real late throw over there to Stargell. So they get the 5-4 force on Tony Perez. Carter reaches on a fielder's choice. Ellis Valentine now comes to the plate. Don Robinson, 4-4. Fly ball to center field. That is Omar Moreno. He is a 2 with a 1. Gets underneath it. And he makes the catch. And Carter just retreats back to first. We have 2 outs. Larry Parrish at the plate. Robinson on the pitch. 1-12. Hard ground ball hit to third base. And that is fielded cleanly by Bill Madlock. Gets it over to Stargell for out number 3. Now, I'm doing as played, so if a player didn't appear in a game, it takes injuries into account that way. That is ground ball, third base A plus injury. Since I'm doing it this way, I'm ignoring injuries. Okay? I've looked up injuries to see if someone is able to play or not able to play. So in this project, short as it is, but it's being taken into account already by the scheduling that I'm using, so I'm ignoring injuries in this project. That is no runs. That is a 1-1 game after 6. Steve Rogers is set to go. He will face... Will he face Don Robinson? Don Robinson went the distance in this game. Robinson is going to stay there. Nobody out. He'll bat. He's already got a base hit. Let's see if we can get another one. 6-3. Ground ball back to the box for Rogers. 2-6. Nope. He fields it. Gets it over to Perez for out number 1. Omar Moreno, the Gazelle. Rogers is set. Here comes the pitch. 3-10. And this one is smacked into the gap. Over there. Makes it almost to the wall between Andre Dawson and Ellis Valentine. Moreno almost a second by the time Dawson relays it in. That is a double for Omar Moreno. 1 out, top of the 7th. Tim Foley now. Steve Rogers is set. Glimpses over his shoulder to keep Moreno honest. Moreno would be a 1-7. He's not going to steal. 2-6, Tim Foley, a 288 batter, and that's going to be a single for Tim Foley. Omar Moreno is rounding third and slides in. He scores. Tim Foley, RBI single in the top of the 7th. And the Pirates take a 2-1 lead. Dave Parker at the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Tim Foley, not much of a threat to steal. Rogers looks over to him as our advanced strategy chart decides to blow over. And back to the plate. Yeah, fan ran out onto the field. Parker is set. Dick Williams has some activity. He's got Fryman up in the bullpen. Parker, 3-8, and that's a strikeout for Rogers. Maybe a little premature. Willie Stargell comes to the plate. 2 outs, 2-1 ball game. Foley on first. Rogers with the pitch. 1-9, and that is going to be a single, and that'll send Foley around to third. And Rogers is due up in the next inning. Williams is going to keep him out there for now, hoping that he can deliver on John Milner. Here we go. Milner, 5-8. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Ellis Valentine. Close to the warning track, chasing it. Makes the catch. Pirates score 1 in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning at the old ball game. Let us see. Scoring. That's a 1. That is now a 2. Doink. 2-1 is your score. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning, Don Robinson is pitching well, so he's going to stay out there. He will face Rodney Scott, presumably a pinch hitter for Steve Rogers. And back to the top of the order for Warren Cromartie. This might actually work out just like the real-life game did. 1-4 fly ball to left field. John Milner is there, smacks his mitt, lets gravity do the rest of the work. Out number 1, we are going to have a pitcher for Steve Rogers. And that pitcher, that pinch hitter, is going to be Tom Hutton, because he pinch hitted for him in the game. Tom Hutton, pinch hitter. He has a 13E. Rogers is done. This is actually going to go exactly like it did. That's kind of crazy. Alrighty, here we go. Tom Hutton is set. When is Milner coming up? Ah, he just batted. Otherwise, Bill Robinson would come in for him. Alrighty. Well, if it comes back around to him, we'll make that switch. Here we go. Bottom of the 7th. 2-1. Tom Hutton. 1 out. Don Robinson with the pitch. 5-9. Strikes him out. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 for Don Robinson. 2 outs. We go back to the top of the order for Warren Cromartie. He has singled. He's 1 for 3. 2-12. Liner to first. Stargell makes the catch and saves the base hit. No injury. That is going to be 1, 2, 3. Expos are out of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Score is 2-1. Ha! This is kind of uncanny. It's not Rogers. It's going to be Woody Fryman. So, Woody Fryman. Rogers went 7.0. And he is out the game. New pitcher will go right there. Woody Fryman facing Bill Madlock. Possibly Ed Ott and Phil Garner. Sorry about that. Alrighty, here we go. Top of the 8th inning. Woody Fryman is set. Here comes the pitch. 5-5 and strikes Madlock out. 1 away here in the top of the 8th. We go to Ed Ott, the catcher. Fryman is set. 1-10, and that is high on that fat split. Double for the catcher. Ed Ott cruises into second. Hit that one to the corner. If he'd have been any faster, he'd have been able to possibly eke a triple out of that one. Phil Garner is set. Man in scoring position. Top of the 8th. 2-1 ball game. Woody Fryman with the pitch. 5-8. Hard ground ball hit to Scott at short. He is a 3 with a 14, and that is a 2-base error. That's going to score Ed Ott. E6. Error on Scott. Scott Boffo. Boffo Scott. Bad Scott. 3-1 Pirates. Woody Fryman facing Don Robinson. He's going to bat. No reason to take him out of this game. 5-7. Fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson gets underneath it. He's going to make that catch. Phil Garner retreats back to second. That is 2 outs. 1 run scored. 3-1 is your score. Top of the 8th, Omar Moreno. Top of the order facing Woody Fryman. And that is a 3-3. And Moreno works the count, gets a walk, files in place right behind Garner. Tim Foley to the plate. Fryman with the pitch. That's a 6-3 hard ground ball hit to Perez at first. A 4 with a 10, and that is an error for Perez. Gets Moreno to second, gets Garner to third. Boffo Perez. Bad Perez. Dave Parker now at the plate. Bases loaded. Woody Fryman. Get out of the stinking inning. Come on, do it. 2-5, strikes him out. Dick Williams decided to stick with Fryman, and that time it paid off. Fortunately for the Expos, only 1 run across. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 1 there. And 1 there. 1 there. 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Don Robinson. Chuck Tanner is leaving him in this game. No reason to pull him out whatsoever. He's only given up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. He struck out 5 and walked 1. So 7 hits and walks in 7 innings of work so far. That's not too bad. Dave Cash is up. Dawson and Perez are in order behind him. And Romo is working in the bullpen just in case. So is Grant Jackson. 5-9, and that's a strikeout of cash. May not be needed. I'm going to try to take Robinson the distance because that's what he did in real life in this game. 5-3. Hard ground ball hit to first. That's Stargell. He is a 3 with a 5, and he is able to field it and gets it to Garner covering the base. Beats Dawson there by a step. That is 2 outs. Tony Perez at the plate now. Robinson with the pitch. 4-7, and issues a walk. Perez's second trip on base. Single and a walk. And here we go. Gary Carter. He's got a single back in the top of the second inning. Robinson with the pitch. 2-8. It's a long fly ball. This one is back. It is going. It is gone. Home run, Gary Carter. And we've got a tie ball game. Don Robinson with the pitch. Hit right over his head. He ducks and turns around and watches it sail over the right center field fence. Opposite field shot for Carter. And Tanner is going to go out and he's going to make a change. And it looks indeed like we're going to see Grant Jackson come into this game, I think. We're in uncharted territory here. Because there was no pitching change. So let's see. We might see Grant Jackson. If I can get my dry fingers to go through these cards. Yeah, we'll see Grant Jackson come into the game for the Pirates. Alrighty. So Robinson went 7 2/3 innings. Grant Jackson comes in relief of the beleaguered Don Robinson. And Ellis Valentine, empty bases, 2 outs, 3-3 ball game. Bottom of the 8th, Jackson is set. The windup, the pitch, 3-5, and that's a base hit for Valentine. His first base hit of the game. Scored a run after getting on base due to a Tim Foley error earlier in the game. Larry Parrish is set, and he is 2 for 3 with a single and an RBI double. Grant Jackson just looking to get the Pirates back to the plate. 4-7, and that's a strikeout. Does what he was sent in to do. So the Expos pop 2, tie the ball game here in the 8th inning. Let's make it interesting, shall we? 3-3 is your new tie score. We go to the top of the 9th. Woody Fryman is going to stay in the game at the moment. We'll see what happens. He may well just stay in this. Sosa's not going to come in because it's not a save situation, not yet. Willie Stargell is set to go. He will be not blocking his own stats on the score sheet. Fryman will face him, Milner, and Madlock. Willie Stargell is set. Fryman with the pitch. 2-5, strikes him out. John Milner now comes to the plate. Fryman gets the signs in from Carter. Sets, fires, 1-7. Very skinny split. Line out to second. Dave Cash is there. That is out number 2. And it's down to Bill Madlock. And Madlock gets something going here. 6-8. That's a single. Extends the inning. Base hit. 2-out base hit for Bill Madlock. With Ed Ott coming to the plate. Madlock against Carter is going to take that -4 and try to steal second. 1-11. Didn't get it. Did not get it. 2-4, caught stealing. That ends the inning. Pirates trying to make something happen. Dang it. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 9th. Grant Jackson comes out. He is still on the mound for the Pirates. He'll face Rodney Scott, presumably another pinch hitter, and back to the top for Warren Cromartie. Rodney Scott, 4-7, strikeout. Sets him down. Tom Hutton is no longer because he is no longer. Who are the Expos going to put in to pinch hit? Tony Bernazard. I do believe. Just 'cause. Tony Bernazard. Pinch hitter. He is a 12D. That is done. No more. Alrighty. We have one out. Bottom of the ninth, 3-3 ball game. Tony Bernazard is set to face Grant Jackson. Here comes the pitch. 3-8, and that's a single for Bernazard. He is on. And are we going to see a pinch runner? Yeah, you can tell I'm playing this game straight. Jerry White is going to come into this game and pinch run. So, Jerry White. So that is going to be end right there. And that is him. So Jerry White, pinch runner coming in, and he is a 16B. Don't think he's going to be trying to steal a base or anything. However, he stands on first, one out. Warren Cromartie at the plate. Grant Jackson stays in, lefty on the lefty. 3-8, pops it up the center of the infield. Phil Garner is there. He makes the catch. That's out number 2. Dave Cash, a .321 batter in the regular season, facing Grant Jackson. 2 outs, man on first, bottom of the ninth, 3-3 ball game. 1-7. That is a single for Cash. Jerry White makes it to second. And that's going to bring up Andre Dawson. And Grant Jackson is coming out of this ball game, I believe. And we're going to see Enrique Romo come in. So Jackson went 1, 2, 3. Jackson won an inning. Enrique Romo comes in. 2 outs. 2 on. Bottom of the ninth, Andre Dawson. 0 for 4 tonight. He's overdue. Romo with the pitch. 1-5. That is a single for Dawson. Jerry White rounding third. 1-18. And the Expos win in the bottom of the ninth. Pinch runner comes in. Expos win in the bottom of the ninth. Your final score, 4-3. Goodness. Pirates didn't start this project off too well. Let's straighten this up and let's see what we got for some stats and stuff. You go there. Dum-de-dum. There. You go here, and you're going to be turned over because you were used. Yeah, clean this stuff in a minute. We'll just get it off of the here and the here. Okay, cool. So let us see what kind of stats we have. Move you out of the way. Alright. So Enrique Romo, that was him right there. 0.0, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, none earned, nothing there. Grant Jackson gave up 1, 2, 3 hits, no homers. He had 1 earned run, no runs allowed. and he struck out 2. Well, let's just see what everybody did. And since I'm doing that, let's do the Expos here. Warren Cromartie, 1 of 5. Dave Cash, 2 of 5 with a strikeout. Let's draw the line. Andre Dawson, 1 of 5 with a run batted in and a strikeout. Tony Perez, 1 of 3 with a run, strikeout, and a walk. Gary Carter is 2 of 4. 2 runs batted in. Homer, 1 of 4 Ellis Valentine with a run scored. 2 of 4 Larry Parrish. Run batted in, a double, and a strikeout. 0 for 3 Rodney Scott with a K and a walk. Steve Rogers, 0 for 2. Strikeout. Tom Hutton, 0 for 1. Strikeout. Tony Bernazard, 1 for 1. And Jerry White, no plate appearance but scored the game-winning run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits for Montreal. They went 4-3. They had 3 errors. Pittsburgh had 1. So 11-3. And the Pirates, let's finish Don Robinson then. So we've got 4. So he had 7 hits given up, 1 homer. He allowed 3 runs. 2 of them were earned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he struck out 6 and 2 walks. Walked 2. Alrighty. Let's go to the Pirates battery. We have Omar Moreno. He is 2 for 4. Draw that line. 4, 2, and that would have been the end. He was no longer in the game. Scored 2 runs, double, stolen base, and a walk. 1 for 5 Tim Foley with a run batted in and a strikeout. Dave Parker is 1 of 3 with a KK walk. Stargell, 2 for 5. Run batted in, strikeout. 0 for 3 John Milner, 2 walks. 1 for 5 Bill Madlock, struck out twice, caught stealing. KK. Ed Ott, 1 for 4, running a double. 0 for 4 Phil Garner, RBI. And Don Robinson, 1 for 4. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for the Pirates. And an error. So there is your final line for the game right there. Pittsburgh Pirates lose this game to the Montreal Expos, drop to 88-59. The Expos are 88-57, so they are 2 games up on the Pirates at this point in the project. And the race is on. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Oh, we need to do Woody Fryman. Don't forget Woody Fryman. 2 innings pitched. Don't forget poor Woody. 1, 2 hits, no homers. Poor Woody gave up a run, and it was not an earned run. So 1 run, it was not earned. He struck out 1, 2, 3 and walked 1. Poor Woody Fryman. Don't forget Woody. I never did Steve Rogers pitching stuff. Dear Lord. Come on, Chris. 9 hits, so 7 of those were Steve Rogers. No homers given. So he gave up 2 runs, and they were both earned. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He struck out 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He walked 4. Steve Rogers, not an optimal evening, but effective enough Your final score, Montreal Expos 4, Pittsburgh Pirates 3. We will be back tomorrow or the day after, depending. I got my gaming group, but we will be back shortly for the next game in this series, in this project. Guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, keep on rolling.